What is up, everybody? Josh here again, and today we have an Icarus Week 159 update. This week we get the new Contact Radio, which you should be able to see here. It is a new device that can launch operations on the go. We also get some news about some new operations and missions coming this week as well. And also, just to let you know, we are kind of sick, down with some bronchitis.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Gonna be a little croupy this update, so I apologize for that in advance. But let's get into it, shall we? Icarus Week 159 Contact Radio. This week we get the Contact Radio, which lets you launch operations on the go with the Contact Radio. It allows you to launch simple missions and operations remotely so you can keep going with no stops. They mentioned that the next few weeks may be smaller updates as they are probably on vacation for the holidays. So kind of keep that in mind, and happy holidays. They will still have weekly patches though throughout the holidays, so don't worry about that. But they may be shorter than usual. They also have a small preview of the next batch of Olympus operations, which will be releasing next week. This week they say there are some known issues where clients are unable to fire weapons. They have discovered an issue to do with the ranged weapons not firing for clients when players are connecting to a friend or who are hosting a dedicated server. This only seems to be occurring on older prospects with existing weapons, and crafting new ones works until you rejoin the session. As they cannot completely test this, as it is a holiday, they have set up a build on the experimental branch with the potential fix. And they say it's not a fully tested branch, and it may not, so maybe the game won't actually work this week. Of course, to get to that branch, all you have to do is go to Icarus in your Steam, and right-click it and go to Properties and Betas, then go down to Beta Participation, and you'll see there is a experimental or pre-deployment testing right here, and that'll update you to the version of Icarus you can actually use this week. And the only thing we got this week is the Contact Radio, and we're going to go over that in full details, show you how to kick off the simple missions and operations when you're on the go. And since the narrative missions are now linked together, they're going to cut down some of the time people need to travel to kick off missions, so this may help a little bit with that. That way you can choose to do multiple missions and not have to head back each time to launch one. I mean, I guess you could carry the contact device, but this will work too. And it is a big quality of life improvement. So to even unlock this device, you have to be level 30, and you have to have tier 4 unlocked, and you have to go all the way over to the very end of tier 4 here. And you're going to notice the new contact device. And you're going to need platinum sheath, gold wire, electronics, and copper wire, and crafted at a fabricator. So you have to be already tier 4 and crafted just to even do this. Kind of eliminating it for newer players, unfortunately. But for existing players, you can now launch your missions from the contact radio. So we're going to go ahead and learn that and check it out. Of course, it's located here in the bottom of the fabricator. We're going to go ahead and craft one of these bad boys and see how they work. So all you have to do is put the device on your bar and then just kind of hit that button or number. And this device will only work if you have a device placed in the world. So you have to have one of these contact devices placed in the world for it to work. So it has to be down like that. Of course, you need to upgrade it, of course, just to get to the higher operations and whatnot. So we just go ahead and throw the upgrades there, and you can notice that we can do all the operations here on Olympus, except for the ones that are still marked out. Hopefully we'll have some of those next week. But now we can sit there and go ahead. It's just like the board right here. Whenever you go up to it, it looks just like that. And there is no range to it. You can go as far as you want away from this device, and you'll still be able to launch missions. And you just left click. It'll bring up the simple mission and some operations. So now you could launch missions and stuff like that on the go, and you don't have to carry this thing around with you anymore to do so. And that's the contact radio. Quite simple and easy to use. And next week we are getting Olympus Operations 2, which is the releasing of brand new Olympus operations to supplement the existing pool. This will complete the Olympus operation project with all applicable missions now being converted over. And there's no change log this week. We just have a little bit of, contact radio blueprints, recipe, and functionality. So that's really about it this week for the update. That was a very small update from Icarus this week. So we still plan on doing our Icarus Build 5.0 video, and we plan on starting that January 3rd of 2025 and recording till I think the 10th of January. And we're going to be going and recording viewers' bases and showing different builds and prospects. And maybe you'll learn some new building tips and stuff along the way. I have actually been working a lot on mine. I have a submission that I'm going to do this time, and it's actually complete. I actually was able to complete it while I was sick, and I worked on it quite a bit because I had some time. But we went ahead and did our build, and I'd like to see yours. So if you're interested in submitting a build on January 3rd, go ahead and contact us on our Discord, and we'll be able to get together and record your base or your build. And that's going to be it for this Icarus update. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you for kind of suffering with us due to my sickness and all that, and listening to us. I apologize. My voice isn't as great as it usually is, but hopefully we'll be back to normal next week. And hopefully we will see you next time. Peace.